Welcome back to the channel, everybody. You know what the score is when you see the camera in this orientation. We're doing another Jaeger test today where basically we take gas blowback rifles and we just put them through the paces. We put 5 to 6 magazines through them, sometimes more, and just see how they shoot one after the other, because usually with these gas blowbacks, if they're going to trip up, they're going to do it in this sort of scenario. We're looking today at the Northeast Airsoft Mini UZI, and this thing is really cool, but can it be more than a collector's piece? We're going to find out today. I've got 5 gas magazines all lined up here. These are filled with propane, and I think I'm actually using like 0.43s. I found a bottle of Aries 0.43s, so the BB weight doesn't really matter because we shoot into a box that's like a meter and a half away. So we'll see how this thing does. You guys seem to like these tests and seem to like me showing them off, especially doing a bit of fun switch stuff. So let's crack straight into it and see if the Mini UZI from Northeast Airsoft is worth your money. So we'll take the first mag. This gun fires from an open bolt position, so we lock the bolt back. And then as you pull the trigger, the bolt drops forward, it fires, and then it locks back into place. So it's a little bit different from your conventional gas blowbacks, or, when you compare them to the real thing. But it looks cool, doesn't it? It's got a nice side folding stock. I believe it's completely made out of steel, which everything that the magnet touches is steel, which is pretty much everything apart from the plastic components. The bolt is machined aluminium, but everything else, no matter where you put this magnet, it sticks to it. The whole thing is made of steel. Sometimes people obsess over that, but there you have it. So we're going to do some SemiAuto first. So let's crack straight into it and see how this Mini UZI does. So here we go. We just tripped up at the end there. So we did shoot all the BBs, but these Northeast UZIs aren't known for their efficiency and great performance. But I was hoping that with the new model that they would be doing a little bit better. So we're just going to carry on going. We'll switch that to the fun switch and we'll just do some bursts to see how it does. It is rapid on full auto, a little bit too quick in my opinion. Hopefully there's a way we can slow it down a little bit, but it seems to work all right. I think with something like this, you're probably buying it for the fun switch more than doing semi-auto, because it's not going to be, the way that the system works, it's not going to be competitive compared to like a conventional gas blowback, because you're having to wait for that bolt to move forward to fire instead of it going off straight away and then it just loading the next BB. So we're going to go back to semi-auto. And when the gun is empty, it doesn't have a bolt stop, just the actual nozzle hits against the follower, which is a point of debate whether that's a good thing or not, but that's the way the system works. So let's go. We're going to go back to auto and let's see if we can rinse a mag. I don't think this will rinse a mag on full auto. I don't think the system's efficient enough, but we're going to give it a go. So here we go. The gun might run away. If it does, I'll let you know. So here we go. We didn't finish all the BBs. We were getting half cycles there. So we didn't finish the mag. And this is, I kind of half expected this when I purchased it. Now it is a little bit cooler here at the moment. It's not hot like it has been. but it's just the thing with these systems. Now I'm hoping that maybe someone like AirTac can do like an adapter for this, because I think if you had like if it was HPA fed, I think it'd be a really fun gun to run around a woodland and use and just rip it on auto. But it's just it's not an efficient system at all. But we're going to keep going. Let's see if we can burst this and see if we can get it to load or feed all the rounds. So let's tip it a bit to the side there so you can see the bolt. Makes a lot of funky noises. And I think if you're doing bursts like that, you're going to be absolutely fine. You're not going to rip a mag on full auto. Semi-auto, it almost seems like it goes through the gas quicker. So the 2 mags that I fired on semi, it was dropping off. It seemed to sound like it was dropping off a lot sooner. But yeah, nothing more can be said for this. So as a collector's item, plinking, stuff like that, I mean, you could very much use this in a game. I just think you've got to be prepared to know that you're not going to be super competitive with this platform. If you can accept that, then, you know, it's a really, really nice replica. They do offer CO2 mags for these as well, but I don't generally like to use CO2. We're going to see. We'll see if we can gas them up and rip them again, but what we found in the last video was that it didn't really like that. So I'm just going to dump a bit more gas in these mags. The magazines just don't seem to hold a lot of gas, and they like to throw the gas out the barrel like in its liquid form. So I don't know whether that's to do with the timing of the magazines. I don't know whether it's just an inefficient system, which is what I would point to. When we looked at those MP2s before, that one that had the steel bolt, it did have a lot more blowback action to it, but at the cost of even more gas efficiency. So I'm just going to top these mags up, only because if I don't, they won't shoot all the BBs. So I'm not going to fill these up all the way with BBs. We're just going to do some more plinking. And hopefully I can just rip through the mags and talk a little bit less to you guys. It's really a shame because Northeast, in terms of their externals, they do look and feel really nice. I just wish that they had the gas system to back it up. But what are you going to do? It is what it is. And these guns aren't cheap. They are expensive. When I purchased this, if I'm completely honest with you guys, I kind of had an inkling of the way it was going to go, which is the way that it's gone. With just a little bit of hope that somehow they'd improve the system and it was amazing. But like I say, from a gas blowback airsoft enthusiast, it ticks all the boxes, just not the most competitive. So 5 mags, regassed them. This is probably going to fail here, but I won't talk. We'll just rip through the mags and have a bit of fun. So here we go. And we've got, sorry, I said I wasn't going to talk. We've got BBs in the bolt system. Those BBs that shot didn't come out at all. They just literally dropped out of the barrel. Let's try this again. So yeah, I think the proof's in the pudding there. If you fire this gun and you have a bit of fun, which it seemed to work pretty well. If you've done one round of BBs through these mags come just absolutely almost unusable. You probably can't see it there, but the BBs were just literally rolling out the barrel, not even piercing the cardboard. It seems like when you first, if you first gas these mags up and they're warm, they perform really well. And then after that, it kind of all falls apart. Now, it is a very cool replica. I'm glad in a way that I gave it another go because, one, I get to show cool stuff. I'm in a fortunate position where I get to show this cool stuff on the channel. And two, it's an indication to you guys whether you want to spend your money on it or not. And more importantly, you get an idea of what to expect. Are you going to have a super competitive GBB that's going to be used in all airsoft games, mil sims and whatnot? No. Are you going to get something cool that's a bit fun to shoot, and you know, it's something a little bit different, it's iconic, it's very old school, the Uzis are. It's a nice thing to put in your collection. But it does leave you in a bit of a predicament, especially me, where do I want money tied up in a platform like this? I'm trying to get it so you can see it in its glory. Do you want to tie up money in a platform like this? Do I want to do that? Or do I want to recycle what I've spent on this thing because it's brand new? It's got a bunch of mags. There's someone out there that would probably want one of these and buy more of what I know. And it's a difficult first world problem to have, let's put it that way. I don't need more rifles that I know work. I think I've got like 13 MWSs right now with another one on the way because I've just ordered the BRN from Salvo, which annoyed me a little bit because I got a bit of a heads up that they were going to be dropping, so they've done two versions of it. The normal sort of what they call it, the DG 180 or something like that from Double Eagle, or you can get the full-fledged Brownells BRN 180 Deluxe from Salvo Precision. I'm going off on a tangent there, but I've ordered another one. What annoyed me was they pushed me to say these aren't going to be many with the Deluxe, so I ordered it straight away, pre-ordered it, and then found out they're not going to be shipping till July. So you can imagine how annoyed I was at that. But I had to jump on it because it's going to be a limited time thing. So, but that's my point. Do I go and buy more rifles that I'm more likely to use? My MWS collection is growing, but I know for a fact that if I decided to just go and pick one of those up and take it to a game, I'm going to have a good day. Would I rely on this and just turn up to a game day with just this? Absolutely not. Would I take it with me to have a bit of a play? I think this is going to be more suited if you're doing any type of milsim game, weekend game, something where you're not shooting as much and you want not a bad guy gun, but you want like an alternative choice to something that's like an M4 and AK or whatever. It is cool. And to be honest with you, if I was at a, let's say hypothetically I'm at a weekend game, someone's out there using something like this, I'm going to go and want to ask questions about it, know what it is, and can I have a cheeky fire of it? And it is cool. And I'm really trying to say nice things about it. Just, I'd like you guys to be well informed about what you're purchasing. So, AirTac, or anybody who works at AirTac, if you are listening, please, please, please make a HPA adapter for these things, because I would love nothing more than to just run a HPA line, put a different style mag or the shells in, and just go and rip it on auto, because this thing rips on auto, and I'd love nothing more than to just hold the trigger down and dump a load of BBs out and have some fun with it. And I think that's probably the only way that you're going to do it. So thanks for tuning into this video, a little bit longer because I've gone on one of my weird, where my mind wanders and I start talking about other stuff. This is the Northeast Mini UZI. It looks cool, it feels cool, it functions a bit different, but lacking in the performance area. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below if you did. Like the video and subscribe if you think I've done a good job or saved you wasting money, or maybe made the decision for you to go get one anyway because you like collecting cool stuff. Really appreciate it. Check out the link in the description below. You can join the Jaeger Precision Discord. And as always, from me and Box, we'll be seeing you in the next one.